All right. Wes, I love your face as we kick off here. Welcome back to Bearded Banter, folks. Here we are in person, Wes and I sharing the same air. Woo! And excited to bring to you things I know not of, but especially some expertise from Wes and some new stuff from the Death Stranding universe. Is that the
Yes.
right way to say it?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. We're going to be doing another unboxing today, another look at video of Stranding 2's Collector's Edition. We did an unboxing for Assassin's Creed Shadows a few months ago. We've talked about Death Stranding here on the channel once before. The sequel came out back in June, and I've got the Collector's Edition in my possession, and we're going to open it together for the first time and behold its wonders.
Yes, yes. Before we behold the wonders of the collector's edition, though, you've got to explain the baby in the tumbler. It's kind of creepy.
BB-28.
Show everybody this. What should we use the second? We've got a little bit of a second camera here so you can see it up close.
So this is BB-28 or Lou in Death Stranding 1. And the BB units, it's a very disturbing and messed up story behind these. Yeah, go ahead. They are considered tools in the game. And what the BB units do is they help the player see the BTs or beached things within the game. In easier, non-complex terms, it's a way to view dead things.
A way to view dead things
Yes.
with a incubated baby.
Yes. So like I said,
Does the baby have like superpowers?
So the baby's technically dead, and the mother is still alive. And so like I said, it's a very, very weird thing.
Yeah.
If you know anything, anybody out there knows anything about Hideo Kojima, the creator of Death Stranding, they'll know that he is just off the wall crazy. He is a very, very crazy guy, not in like a bad way, but his ideas are just out there.
Yeah.
Extremely out there.
I would say this is if you ask me what's the farthest out there idea you've heard for a video game.
And that's mild.
This is really,
Yeah. For Death Stranding, it's pretty mid.
okay.
It's pretty mid. The Death Stranding, the game is the first time that Hideo Kojima was allowed to just have full say over everything that happens in the game. This was 100% his game, his story, his ideas. There was no corporate overlords. There were no other people to tell him no to whatever he wanted in the game. This was his brainchild
Okay.
to a T.
And it's had great success.
It's been met with very mixed reviews. There's a lot of people that dislike the game, but then there's a lot of people like me who absolutely love the game. A lot of people found the game itself pretty boring. They called it walking simulator or delivery boy simulator because a lot of your actual gameplay is delivering packages and walking across a vast map of the United States.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you wanted training as a FedEx delivery guy or USPS guy, you could play this game and
Absolutely.
make yourself ready for it.
As long as that delivery boy was ready for the apocalypse.
Okay.
Because this is all post-apocalyptic.
And possibly carry a dead baby with you.
Possibly carry a baby with
to
you.
find your desired location. And I don't know if you can see this, but it lights up. It's got light in there. So if you're in a dark room, I bet this has a whole different effect.
You would think it's not, the lights are not as effective as I always hope them to be, but
Okay. Can you take it out? Can you take
no,
this out?
this is,
I don't want you to.
no, it's all sealed in there.
Okay.
It came like that.
So all this stuff is kind of like look, it says flip toggle to open case cover.
Yeah.
That's all
just for show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
In Death Stranding, Lou actually comes out of this case and becomes a child.
Oh,
Yes.
is that a spoiler?
For Death Stranding 1, yes.
Okay.
That's a spoiler for Death Stranding 1.
All right.
But that's a mild spoiler compared to everything else that happens in the game.
All right.
So that's why I brought BB-28 or AKA Lou with me to show off a little bit. This was the collector's edition. part of the collector edition for Death Stranding 1.
Mm.
But we're here for Death Stranding 2.
We are. I just, before we dive into the collector's edition for 2, one of the things that's really got me creeped out about this little guy and is he actually has inside, you can see it right there, an umbilical cord going from his little fake belly button down into the machinery.
Yeah, because
Kind of wild.
the baby is still connected to the mother. Believe it or not. Like that's what I'm saying. The whole
So where's mom?
mom's in like pretty much a cryo sleep.
And then this computer thing connects baby's nutrients back to mom.
Kind of, but not really.
Okay.
We could literally do an entire episode of this just talking about that story because it is wild.
Maybe if people are interested in hearing more about the story of the baby and how it functions in the chamber, let us know in the comments and we'll go deeper into that.
Yeah. So time for the box.
Time for the box. Let's bring out the box. The mystery box collector's edition, Death Stranding 2. Here it is. If you've been wondering if you could get your hands on it, and if you would want to get your hands on it, this is what you're going to get.
It's big box. Big box. You can't get my address.
No, we don't want to show your address.
I have nothing you can steal, but you still can't have it.
They can send fan mail to you. Send all their.
So this is the first time that I'm seeing this too. I haven't opened this up. So this makes it extra exciting.
Wes is very excited right now.
Death Stranding is in my top 5 games of all time. So as I said earlier, Lou ends out of the container. Well, there, right there on the beginning, right on the box, that's Lou.
Death Stranding 2, and now he's in more of a car seat, to me, that looks like a river otter car seat for otters. Got nice cardboard corners, keep it from getting hurt. All this stuff. You'll have this if you get the collector's edition. You'll have lots of stuff to put in your recycle bin.
Or you can burn it.
Burn it or save it in case you ever want to ship it somewhere or move it.
Like to my house.
Yeah.
Because, one's not enough. All right. See on the side of the box, the baby handprints.
Oh, that's hard to see.
It is.
There's some.
You gotta see the little streaks. Those are called strands. The baby handprints representing the BT's beached things. Stand it up. There it is. Death Stranding 2 Collector's Edition with Lou from when we opened it up.
See, doesn't that look like a river otter? Like with the nose and the hands? Do you know what that is already?
That's a car seat. That's a car seat. The otter is a reference. So there were a lot of celebrity guest appearances in Death Stranding 1. You could go visit like different kind of like shelters and bunkers that people were separated and on their own in. And there were a lot of celebrities from Japan, from the States, from Europe that played those small little roles in Death Stranding 1. One of them was Conan O'Brien, the late night talk show host.
Okay.
He actually did a video on YouTube. We could probably link that video into this one, where he went and visited Kojima Productions to see the Death Stranding 1 being made. And at the end of it, Kojima said, "Hey, do you want to be in the game?" And O'Brien was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And in the game, he is titled the cosplayer, which a cosplayer is someone who dresses up as their favorite anime, video game, fictional characters. They go to conventions and they just go hang out with their friends and stuff like that. I'm sure you've seen videos and pictures all over the place.
Yeah.
But the little otter on here is a reference to that because Conan O'Brien had an otter hat. He wore a big otter onesie.
Okay.
And if you did enough deliveries to his place, he would give you the otter hat itself. So that's kind of a reference to that. I don't know if there's any other connection beyond that.
Yeah.
But on the back of the box here, it says physical items. We get Death Stranding 2 on the beach, digital deluxe edition, digital download, which makes me sad. 15-inch Magellan man statue. a 3-inch doll man figure, art cards, and a letter from Hideo Kojima. And there's also a bunch of just extra in-game stuff that you can get that's on here as well, but that's not really worth going over. So, time to open up the box.
It does say that this game is for mature audiences 17 and above.
So I don't know why I'm 11.
So we'll have to figure out who gave Wes permission to play this game.
Who let Wes adult? That was your fault. This is your fault, Internet. You left me unsupervised, and this is what we get.
All right, if you watch closely, you'll see the giddiness arise in Wes as this box gets opened.
Okay. So I'll have you
I gotcha.
slide it, maybe.
Yep. All right, we'll put the box to the side. Pretty cool picture on the back.
So that's actually what the in-game looks like.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will do a part 2 of this where we play Death Stranding 2, just like what we did with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Just if you're a kind of person that gets anxious, maybe don't watch it because it can be off-putting. Either way, it's just an easy warning.
We'll warn you at the
Do a
beginning
little
of that.
research about the game before you watch it. So here's the front of it. There's the handprint. So that's what BTs do. BTs you can't see in the real world unless you have one of the BBs attached to you. Okay. But beached things are kind of, it's the beach, and the beached things refers to kind of a purgatory. People don't really die. They don't go to heaven. They don't go to hell. They go to the beach.
Okay.
And the beach is a place where they kind of wander until they figure things out. They really haven't dove too deep into like how to get out of the beach, what happens after the beach. It's just you go to the beach.
Okay.
And it's a way that people can access to back to Earth.
That's funny because that's kind of how I feel about the beach.
I don't go to the beach.
I would, if I had to stay on the beach for any length of period of time, it would feel like some kind of torture.
Yeah, I mean, there's sand and people.
I don't mind the people as much as the sand, and it's like the ADHD in me can't sit still that long where people are just relaxed. I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do?
Doing something.
What are we gonna do? Yeah.
All right. So that's what the handprint is in the game. Whenever there are BTs around, you'll see their handprints on the ground, and they'll appear as that.
So you only see their handprints if you don't have the baby.
If you don't have the BB, right? But most of the game you have BB.
Pretty cool, heavy. Box itself seems pretty heavier duty.
Let's see. Cardboard.
More cardboard.
I love cardboard. All right, so the first thing that we got in here, I think these are art cards. Okay, so that's the game download. I'm not going to show you. Oh, okay. You can scratch it for the pin. Okay. So that's what you would get to.
That's the download
code for the game, which I've spoken about before. I appreciated with the Assassin's Creed Shadows Collector's Edition that we actually got a physical copy of the game. Good on you, Ubisoft, Kojima, come on.
Let's go.
In this day and age, just give us the game that goes with it. Is there anything else in this? Doesn't sound like it.
Maybe it's just not even the disc for it. Got to be something else in there.
It looks like there'd be something else in there. There is. Okay. More blank paper. Yay, my favorite. Okay, so here's the letter from Hideo Kojima itself. So on the back of it, we have artwork for Death Stranding 2. That is the main character, Sam Porter Bridges, with Lou outside of the containment shader. Sam Porter Bridges is played and voiced by Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead, from Boondock Saints.
So letter from the creator on one side. Some more artwork on the front.
You want to read the letter? What does Mr. Kojima say to us?
Sure. Dear fellow porters, welcome to the world of Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I am very happy to embark on this new journey with all of you once again. Death Stranding is a game experience designed to help players feel the importance of connection through the social strand system. During the pandemic, many of you may have experienced feelings of isolation and loneliness akin to the world of Death Stranding. In this sequel, however, our protagonist, Sam, is not the solitary figure he once was. With the support of his new companions, the members of Drawbridge, he will strengthen his connections. Now, Sam, and all of you, will begin a journey of new choices. In a time where the world division is at the forefront, what is the connection we should truly seek? No matter what choices lie ahead, we encourage you to never lose sight of hope, stay true to your mission, and discover and explore the connections you can find from there. Hideo Kojima, game creator of Kojima Productions. So there you have it.
It's a pretty nice message that he left there for us.
Yeah.
I like that message.
Connections.
Yeah. So that was one art card with Kojima's letter on the back.
Mhm.
There are 3 others. This one is the main protagonist of the game. At least I'm assuming so. Can't remember his name now. It's been so long since I played Death Stranding.
That's the protagonist?
No, the antagonist.
Oh, okay.
I misspoke. But this is voice acted and played by Troy Baker, who's a legendary
Troy Baker with a little bit of a Joker look with the smile lines going up beyond the mouth there.
And then you have an art card for Fragile.
Fragile.
In the game, her favorite thing to say is, "My name is Fragile, but I'm not fragile."
Oh,
That's her
okay.
favorite thing to say.
While she's crying.
Yeah,
Is that a tear running down her
so
face?
tears are a sign that beached things are nearby. It
Oh.
charges your emotions almost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or no. I'm misspeaking again. It's because she has the power to teleport. So in most video games, you have the ability to fast travel. In Death Stranding, she uses the beach to fast travel, but every single time she does, like after she comes back from the beach, she has a little tear on her face. Most people that come back from the beach they're crying a little bit. And then this is a new character. I think the character's name is Tomorrow in the game. I think Ellie Fanning. Is that her name? The actress. Her name is something Fanning.
She looks familiar.
She's a popular actress, but she's in this game.
There you go.
So that's all of those.
And the back of these is blank to give you, it almost feels like it's definitely card stock.
Yeah.
These are frameable if you want to put them on the wall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that goes with that right there.
Okay.
And then the next thing we got in this box, I'll show it to Jeremiah before I show it to you.
Oh boy.
So that's Dollman.
That's Dollman.
That's Dollman.
Dollman's got a creepy look to him too.
Dollman is a new character in Death Stranding 2. It does talk, it does move, and it hangs out on Sam's belt.
Okay. Is Dollman literally a doll?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a doll that talks and does stuff.
So some animation there.
Yeah.
Animated Dollman. And he does have, I don't know if you can see this in the first look, but there is a keychain on him where it seems like if you wanted to carry him around with you, you could.
Yes. I think he is an actual keychain.
Yeah. Right there on his head. There's like a little port that you can connect him right to your keychain.
And then the next thing we have in the box is an absorbable packet that you should not eat. Parents, get permission from your children. Children, do whatever you want.
You know what those are great for, though? On the dashboard in the winter, when the car is full of humidity and it fills up with moisture on the inside of the dashboard, throw a few of these on the dashboard. That'll help with that.
I would have never thought of that because I drive with it being 60 like year round.
You do, yeah. But
Big
if you ever have moisture on the windshield, you can throw a few of these on the.
What about moisture on me? How does that
Maybe
work?
stick them under the arm. I don't
Yeah,
know.
just take
No, I'm not
them.
recommending that. I don't know what the chemical interactions would be.
So the big main attraction in this collection edition
Dun, dun,
is the big
dun.
statue.
Whoa. Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do. I don't know what it is. So that's a gunship.
That's
That's
a
sitting on
gunship.
top of his head.
It's a gunship. He's got an umbilical cord sticking out of his gut. You don't know what this is.
So the back of the box said it. Where's the box?
We gotta give a close up here. Let's see. We can come over here first. I'm gonna carefully lift him up because he's almost got like these dark wings, and I definitely don't want to let those fall down.
So on the back of the other box, on the cover, it says what it is. I think it was Magellan Man.
I'll grab it. He's holding something in his right hand that looks kind of like, oh, it's a skull.
Sick.
It's a skull. Okay. And then he's got these giant tar-like wings coming off the back of him. Rib cage exposed. Here, I'll let you. The light might be a little bit better on that camera over there.
Yeah.
It says on this box,
Yeah, on the covering.
15-inch Magellan Man statue.
Yep. So
This is
Magellan.
Magellan Man.
Yeah. So the ship that is sitting on top here, from what I've gathered, is like kind of the home base for our characters in Death Stranding 2. And one of the trailers, I haven't played any of this game, and I know the game came out way back in June, so I'm behind on the times with this one. I apologize ahead of time. But the trailer shows that I'm guessing that this is kind of the home base for our game, that and the ship has been portrayed as it can travel through the tar because that's how the BTs appear in the game, is through these giant pools of tar. And the ship is supposed to go through the tar and be able to travel through the tar, kind of like a wormhole almost, if I had to guess. But in one of the trailers, the ship connects to one of the bigger BTs, these giant creatures, one of the bigger creatures in the game, and creates this guy here. And it's a quick 15-second thing that you see of just Magellan Man. What it does and how it interacts, do you get to play as Magellan? I have no idea. And if you're creeped out by it, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has the.
It's not normal.
Yeah, it has the feel of like, I want to creep you out a little bit. This is just the umbilical cord on a grown man figurine or a grown Magellan Man figurine.
So
Has a whack. It was weird. I thought it was his intestines coming out first.
I thought so too. But in Death Stranding, everything kind of has like a metaphor. Everything's kind of a metaphor for something. So like the umbilical cord is in a metaphor of being connected to the beach, is being connected to the BTs, being connected somehow.
Okay.
That's kind of like a strand.
Connection.
Connection.
So it comes back to that
Yes.
connecting
Yes.
theme. Okay.
Yeah. So if you sever a BT's umbilical cord, then they die. Like that was shown in Death Stranding 1, because when you see the BTs in the game, it always looks like they're connected to the ground like a balloon almost.
Okay.
But Sam has the ability to cut their strands, and once you cut the strand, they go off into wherever, into the ether, they're dead. It doesn't say where they go, it just says you killed them.
So you
Like,
killed them,
killed
and that's a
BT.
bad thing.
It doesn't specify.
It doesn't. Okay.
It doesn't really specify whether
So you've
that's good or bad
released
thing.
them from the beach.
You've released them from the beach, and
Basically.
where they go from there,
Okay. We don't know. It could be that you're releasing them to go to a better place.
you could be, you could not be.
Right.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's an answer for it somewhere out there. I haven't come across it yet.
Maybe this will be an instigation of some theory that we hear about.
A game.
Theory.
No.
Game theory. Yeah.
That's a whole YouTube channel. We're not stealing from them.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, I don't wanna-
We're not stealing from Matt Pat, I promise.
I had no idea that there's so many storylines that could be drawn from one creature.
Yeah, I mean, so Death Stranding 1, you can play Death Stranding 1 from beginning to end in probably 30, 40 hours.
Hmm.
And that you would get your base level entry out of it. You would kind of understand the story a little bit. You would have gotten understood how to play the game and all of its mechanics and stuff like that. But if you really want to get all of the lore that you possibly can from Death Stranding 1, you're putting in like 130 hours.
Hmm.
And that doesn't even include Death Stranding's deluxe edition on the PS5 because Death Stranding 1 came out on the PS4 in 2019 and then they re-released it on the PS5 with more content, kind of like a DLC, more things to do, more gadgets and mechanics to play with on the PS5. And I played both of them. I platinumed both of them, and I spent easily 100 plus hours in both versions of Death Stranding 1.
And when you okay, so you spent those hours. What does platinum mean?
So platinum in PlayStation and in Xbox, there are trophies or achievements,
Yeah.
and that's just basically like you did X task. It's like special tasks that you complete.
Okay.
Like you
Outside of the main.
outside of the main game, and they don't play into the main game. It's just something that you can show your friends, like, hey, I did this.
Right.
You know, like when you were kids and we were playing Nintendo way back in the early days, and you said, oh, dude, I did this wicked cool thing. You should have seen it.
There's this hidden
Yeah.
passageway. Yeah.
Yeah, trophies and achievements kind of put it out there like, hey, you did this thing. Here's the achievement for it.
Gotcha.
And each game comes with a list of its own achievements or trophies.
And when you check all the boxes, do all those side missions, you go to platinum level.
So platinum in PlayStation terms means that you did it all and you get a special trophy for doing all of those.
Okay.
But they don't play into the actual game at all. They don't unlock extras or missions or nothing like that. They're just side things that you do that's from PlayStation. It's kind of just a status thing, all it really is.
Right.
But spending all that time in Death Stranding 1 is what made me fall in love with the game. I mean, if you can get past the weird, the very, very weird of what's going on in this world, Death Stranding has a very, very fun, original story to tell. And a lot of it is having to do with connection. I mean, because when you drop into Death Stranding 1, the world is completely disconnected. Nobody's connecting with each other. Nobody's talking to each other. Everybody lives on their own. They're all living underground in bunkers.
Yeah.
Nobody talks to nobody. And the main premise of the game is Sam is out there going out and reconnecting everybody.
So that's that whole pandemic theme that he writes about in the letter. Is
yes.
I wonder, did it come out? Did one come out before the pandemic?
So oddly enough, Kojima said that he predicted the future because he put Death Stranding out in 2019, and then a few months later, COVID happened.
Okay.
Where everybody went disconnected, and then here's Kojima putting out a game about being reconnected.
Which had already been platformed, already been delivered.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Huh.
So that when he was putting out Death Stranding 2, he said, I was very careful about what I was going to put about this because when I put out Death Stranding 1, the whole world came to a stop.
Yeah, so hopefully we won't see giant Magellan men with spaceships
no.
flying around in the next 5 years.
No. I mean, spaceships fine, but giant spacemen with tar-like bodies? No.
So how do you feel about the collector's edition? This first time you saw it, what do you, compared to other collector's editions you've received, what do you think?
So I love the statues. The statues are always the thing that draws me to these collector's editions. The statue itself is really cool. It is gnarly to look at. It is not a pleasant thing. It's not like I'm looking at it like, oh, it's more like, ooh. You know, it kind of gives me that kind of a feeling to it. I dig the statue a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I am disappointed that I don't get a steelbook in the game or the physical copy of the game itself. I feel like that's kind of a major letdown. That's kind of a staple with collector's editions is that you'll get the steelbook or with the game.
Yeah.
And in this case, we just got a download code for the game with no steelbook. That's kind of a downer, but the statue makes up for it. I think the statue itself is pretty cool.
Okay.
I mean, if I really want to get a physical copy of the game, I still can. I might do that down the road if I can find one used on sale somewhere, but
So what I know you're not going to sell it, but what's it worth to you in terms of like what would you pay to get it?
So to pay the retail price on the collector's edition was $250. That
Okay.
was the retail price for it to sell. And if I had to sell it, I would at least want to make that back on it, but it also depends on how popular this game becomes.
Hmm.
And I can tell you early reviews that I have seen about it's been out for 2 months. Some of the early things about it is that people were not really hyped up on the game. They weren't really excited about it. It had a couple of technical issues
Hmm.
that were causing PlayStations to overheat and shut down.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if they fixed that or not. I'm assuming that they probably addressed it at some point. But Death Stranding in general, this game is definitely a cult following thing. This is not like your Call of Duties, your Assassin's Creed, your Halos, your Maddens, where the vast majority of people like these
So
games.
this is a niche following.
Very much so.
Okay.
Very much so. This is for the people who really liked Death Stranding 1. Because like I said, you either like Death Stranding 1 and get it, or you hate Death Stranding and you just don't get it. Because there's a lot of people that I've talked to that I've steered toward this game that played it for 2.5 hours and they've put it down and never touched it again.
Mm.
But the one thing I will say is if you are going to play Death Stranding 1 in particular, you've got to give it at least 4 or 5 hours. You have to get past the lake. There's a particular point in the game you've got to get past the lake.
Mm.
And that's all I'll say about it because the whole tutorial of the game, if you draw it out, can be 10 hours long. Just the tutorial.
Okay. So you're
Where,
still learning gameplay tactics up into 5 hours of gameplay.
oh yeah, yeah. If you
Okay.
rush through it, you could probably get there within 3 or 4 hours. Absolutely. But if you really want to soak it in and really get a feel for what Death Stranding really is, you got to give it at least 10 hours. Get
Okay.
past the lake, get into that main portion of the map, and really let it open itself up. You get it until that point because it's a slow starting game. It's
Mm.
not something that you can just pick up and play like a Call of Duty or a Madden or Assassin's Creed where you can kind of get a feel for it within a few minutes. There's a lot to learn and it's very quirky in its mechanics. I don't know if the same can be said for Death Stranding 2, but based off what I've seen, I can kind of gather that it's going to be kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Anything else to say about collector's edition bearded banter episode?
Can't wait to get playing.
Yeah, I bet this is
I can't, I'm
priming
more
the pump
excited.
for the gameplay now
I'm more excited to see your reaction to everything.
to the gameplay.
To the gameplay, to the way the story's going to be told, because it's not normal.
Well, I'm getting that already.
There's
with the
nothing normal.
from the what is this baby's name? Al? No,
Lou.
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 From Lou's introduction here, and now to Magellan Man, very different. It looks very different as far as the theme of the art goes. So I'm curious what the game's going to look like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to play it too.
All right. Well, you never know what you're going to get here on Bearded Banter. Today, you got some insight into what you might get in a collector's edition. Maybe you're looking for it online and you just can't get it yet. You enjoyed it virtually here with us. So until next time, folks, what do you have to say to the listening audience? The probably the niche following of the game that is with us still
So,
after all this time.
so the people that have played Death Stranding and like Death Stranding, you get it. You know. You know what it is. In my opinion, Death Stranding is probably one of the top 5 games ever made. All time.
Mhm.
All time. That's just my personal opinion and take on it. For the people that haven't played Death Stranding, please, if you're going to, give it, get to the lake and get through the lake, and then base your opinion off of that. Because that's really when the game starts. It's right about there. And if you like what we're doing, if you like the things that we're talking about, if you're interested in more things like this, let us know. Comment below, tell us about it. Tell us what you like. Tell me that my beard's stupid, whatever you want to tell us. And please consider liking and subscribing and sharing with your friends. And until the next time, stay bearded.
Stay bearded. Bye for now, folks.